Welcome to Elevate Yoga. Today we're going to look at a really important foundational pose called Chaturanga Dandasana. So the base of it is plank pose. If you don't know plank, watch the previous video that we've done. One leg back and then the other. So you want to squeeze the butt towards the heels in plank, soften the shoulder blades a little bit. Now what tends to happen here in Chaturanga before you even start is the thighs drop. So drop the thighs for a second. You don't want to do that because you're already entering it in a horrible position. So lift the thighs, squeeze the butt towards the heels. You want to think of the thumbs meeting in the middle, pulling up towards one, pulling together towards one another. And that opens the front of the body, the sternum, as you saw him do. The shoulder blades pulled together, the neck is long. He's going to transfer the weight forward, and that's something we tend to miss. It's almost like he wants to go forward and I'm saying no, but he's strong, so he's going. The thighs are lifted, the thumbs are pulling towards one another, James a little more navel to the spine. And then he starts to bend his arms, but as he does that, he pushes out of the floor. And think about this bridge, the legs, the suspenders, they're strong. The elbows are coming in, but they're not hugging completely. The neck is long, and then from here you can lift back up into plank pose. Another way to think about it to see if you landed correctly, since this vinyasa happens so much in class. So remember, it's like I'm pulling James back. His kneecaps are lifted, thighs are lifted. He says no. He bends his arms. The shoulders do not go lower than the elbows. And then from here, you land it all the way down to your stomach. And then you could release the toes because you'd go into cobra, stay right here. Now, what you saw him do is when he landed, he has the elbows in line with the heel of the hand, which is correct. What tends to happen is people don't actually transfer the weight forward. So the sternum doesn't open, the shoulder blades don't go together. If anything, they tend to kind of go back and then they collapse into the lower back. And then they come down and it just looks like a hot mess. Now, you can see here's his elbow and then there's the heel of the hand. So what tends to happen when you land this incorrectly, unlike the first time you saw him do it, they take cobra from here. So just lift a little bit. Yep. And then what will tend to happen as they do cobra is they round even more because the positioning of the elbow and the heel of the hand is not correct. So come back up into plank. So remember, the thighs are strong, the kneecaps are lifted, the navel's to the spine. The transition goes forward as if I'm pulling him back. And then as he lowers, shoulders don't go lower than the elbows. You push out of the floor. And then when you want to transition, you can come all the way down. So for a while, check. Did your elbow line up and land in line with the heel of the hand? That would be the correct way to start to do a chaturanga. If you notice that you're doing it wrong, come back up to plank one more time. As it is a hard pose, and not all of us can just do push-ups so easily, you'd still want to go forward, and then you'd want to bring your knees down first. Good, you still keep the navel to the spine, yep, and then bend your elbows. Check that the shoulders are not lower than the elbows and have that same pushing out of the floor action. Yep, good, and then come back up. And that's one way to build it. Thanks for practicing. Remember to use your legs in Chaturanga. Think about the legs as the suspenders, as the bridge. Let them help you. Goodbye.